Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back doing another live trade. This one is the EURCAD and it's on August the 20th. I bought it around 20 minutes ago, right in this area, right here where the arrow is. I followed all my pip trigger rules, combination looking at higher time frames. I teach all of this in the training videos that you get when you pick up the pip trigger package. Now we have still some ways to go before we hit the ADR, but that's not a big deal. It's quite some distance away. ADR is 109. Today's only did 56. I'm hoping it's going to break the top, this top, and then this top. And as you can see on the meter here, the euro is fairly strong. I prefer it much stronger. And the CAD is a little bit weak, and I do prefer it weaker. So this thing could easily stop here. And if I get dojis and whatnot, a reversal, it could easily just come back to the bottom of the Bollinger Band. I am running the Bollinger Bands now for a few weeks, because I'm doing the course on how to trade the Bollinger Bands, which now is included in the pip trigger package. And I would say, and have to say, that it is the best package on the internet. You buy one, and now I'm giving you 9 systems, all with training. So as I will show you here on the templates, I added another one. It used to be 10, have the 2 meters, and then 9 systems in here. There's actually 2 pip triggers, one with 2 bands and one with 1 band. The one I'm showing you now has 1 band. And I included a trigger line. This line is a trigger line. And it is by far easier to trade with Bollinger Bands than with moving averages. Once you master one, the other one will just become easy to trade. Eventually you'll come to realize that after you become successful. But the Bollinger Bands is, I would say, about 10% easier to trade. So I recommend you start with the Bollinger Bands, and then you can move towards the moving averages. As this one right here is much easier and simpler rules to follow. I'm still watching it here. See what's going to happen when it hits the bands. The meter is not strong or weak. Very, very neutral. So this thing could die right here. Just have to keep an eye on it. I'd rather do 2 or 3 trades a day and make $400 or $500. And like my ad says, you know, you like to make $300 to $1,000 a day. It's quite easy once you master this very easy concept. You only need, you know, no more than 10 pips and a couple of trades a day, and you can make pretty good. I'm not saying a lot of pips, but you can certainly make money. So all we can do is just monitor this, and I'll be back shortly. Forex Nelson is back. Today's a very slow day, just to let you know. There's no news, nothing happening. Bollinger Bands makes it great if you're just looking for, you know, 5 to 20 pips in between the bands. But you have to have things setting up down at the bottom, and I did close the trade as I'm starting to see some red, and the meter is not strong. The meter's not in my favor here. So what I'd like to do today, because it's that kind of day, is just try to get 5 to 20 pips and do a couple of trades. I ended up with 596. I took the trade right here at the mean, and I ended up getting 8 pips. So I'm not greedy. I would rather have a bunch of small winners than have too many big losers. Now, I've had a couple of traders asking me why I don't show losing trades. Well, the main reason is I'm advertising the pip trigger, and traders want to see the pip trigger winning. If I started showing a whole bunch of losers, nobody would want to buy the pip trigger. But I can show in my account history for the past 2 weeks approximately. 2 weeks or 2 weeks and 2 days. I've done a lot of trades in here. As you can see right in here, down at the bottom, there's approximately 50 trades in here. I do have 9 losers. I counted them. So for the past couple of weeks, 23,000. So I do have a bunch of small winners in here. Now the ones that are a little bit bigger losers, like let's say right in here, 1,300, 1,300. These ones hit my 20 pip stop, but I did put the trade in and I actually walked away from the computer. And if I was in front of the computer, I would have lost around 400 or 500. I would have managed it better. But sometimes things happen in life and you walk away from the computer and you come back, and this is what happens. So I recommend you sit in front of the computer and manage it. So instead of losing 20 pips, you can lose like 7 pips or 10 pips. So as I said, there's about close to 50 trades in here, 9 losers. I believe that's 1 loser out of every 5 trades. So for traders out there who wants to see some losers, well, there you go. Take a close look. My pip trigger does not win 100% of the time. There will be some losers, but it depends. You have to manage a trade. If you manage a trade, proper trade management and proper money management, and don't forget your the psychological part, your proper mindset. Got to get those 3 items in order, and then of course get your hands on a good system. I recommend the pip trigger for obvious reasons. I've been working on it for 12 years, and I do give 9 different versions of them, as I showed you. Right here on the templates, like I said, there's 9 triggers, pip triggers. I give, most people sell 1 for the price I'm selling, and I give 9 all with training. And the latest one is the Bollinger Bands right here. I give 2 courses on it, like how to trade with 1 Bollinger Band and how to trade 2 Bollinger Bands. As one trader mentioned, it was like too busy, so I decided to eliminate 1 band, but have to put the trigger in here. You have to have a triggering mechanism. Whereas the triggering mechanism is already built into the 2 bands, so it just depends on which one you prefer. Now I know it can break the top and keep going, but I'm not worried about it. That's just the way trading goes. And back with the package here, there's 230. Actually, I'm adding more here on a weekly basis. And as I said, you can read in here, there's 11 gigabytes, 9 versions of the pip trigger, and I cover many different ways to trade. This is what you need. You need the education, and a lot of it, with many ways to trade, which I provide for pennies on the dollar. So anyhow, you have my contact information right here and right below this video. You can just copy, and I prefer Skype. Make Skype contact, and then through screen sharing I can show you a lot more things on the pip trigger and how I trade with the pip trigger. You definitely will learn a lot when it's one-on-one and I'm showing you. And I do that for free. You don't have to buy anything. Just make Skype contact and I'll show you. Anyhow, this just about wraps up the trade. It's still struggling here, which I expect, mainly because of the the resistance here. So anyhow, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like this video, please subscribe to it. Okay, until the next trade, happy trading.